Here's Ted Pearson with a word to the wise about good coffee.
Thanks, Jimmy. Friends, I know that a great many of you lately have taken our advice and tried Maxwell House coffee. And if you are among them, then you know what a rare treat in coffee goodness it is. Yes, what real satisfaction, what true pleasure you get from a cup of roaster fresh Maxwell House coffee.
Roaster fresh? Well, roaster fresh. What is that? Explain that, Ted. What's the roaster?
Well, Jimmy, I imagine a lot of people don't know just what roaster fresh means to them when they buy Maxwell House coffee. So let's take just a minute right now to tell what its advantages really are. When we say that Maxwell House reaches you roaster fresh, we mean that it's taken still warm and fragrant from the roasting ovens and packed in a super vacuum can. A can from which all air has been removed and into which no air can get afterwards to steal away the coffee's flavor. Hence, Maxwell House coffee must reach you just as fresh as the very hour it left the roasting ovens. And, of course, no coffee can be fresher than that. Naturally, this means coffee with full flavor and full value. But it has another advantage for you, too, convenience. Convenience in coffee buying. Now, during this holiday season, you will find many grocers displaying and featuring Maxwell House coffee. It's the time of year you need to buy more than 1 pound at a time. Unfortunately, Maxwell House is one coffee of which you may buy as many cans as you like at a time, and always know that the last can you open will be just as fresh, just as rich and full-bodied as the first can. And not merely days fresh, mind you, but roaster fresh. So this weekend, buy several pounds of Maxwell House for convenience. Then you'll be sure to have on hand plenty of this coffee that's wonderfully delicious, cheering, deeply satisfying. Yes, coffee that's good to the last drop.
And now we're going to move over to stage 28, right across the way, next door to the replica of old Maxwell House we built right here on the lot, where the Rosalie party's going full blast. Now, everybody, listen. Now I want to introduce the host of our party, Vice President in charge of Metro Goldwyn Mayer Productions, a leader to whom the motion picture industry turns in time of stress. But to us at the studio, he's more than that. He's busy as he is. He's always ready to listen to our trials and tribulations, give us his kindly, sympathetic advice, and guide us over rocky paths. And in keeping with the spirit of the season, we've asked him to attend our little party tonight. And it's just like him to lay aside all business so that he'd be able to grant our wish. So that I'm happy to introduce not Mr. Louis B. Mayer, famous motion picture executive, but Louis Mayer, our daddy over at MGM.
Thank you, Jimmy. That was very sweet of you, and I appreciate it. It is sentiments such as you have expressed that makes my job an easy one. It is not often that we who sit behind the desks have the opportunity to personally contact, through the medium of radio, the millions of fans without whom there would be no motion picture industry. It is a fitting time, this sacred holiday of Christmas, to express the gratitude of Maxwell House and ourselves to our friends who are listening in for their fine support that has encouraged us to build the MGM to the position it has attained. I want you who are listening in to know that our appreciation of this support will be expressed further in a greater effort than ever before to please and entertain you. Our studio has had the honor of giving parties to famous people. This party tonight, however, is one of the most important celebrations to me because it is a party for our own studio family, the people who have just finished the romantic musical picture, Rosalie, a most ambitious production. And to you, our friends, who are listening in, to you, producer Bill McGuire, director Woody Van Dyke, and to Nelson Eddy, Eleanor Powell, Frank Morgan, Ray Bolger, Edna May Oliver, and our newest artist, Ilona Massey, and to everyone connected with Rosalie, from stand-ins to stars, I congratulate you all and express my gratitude for a difficult job well done. Now, Jimmy, I would suggest that we start this party with a song, and let it be sung by a great singer. On my last trip to Europe, I found his popularity there as great as it is in America. It is my good fortune to take him from the concert stage and bring him before the camera so that millions of fans might enjoy his golden baritone voice. As a man, he measures up to his voice and his personality. Nelson Eddy.
It's all but the shouting, our fighting days are done. We've played the game, we've achieved our aim, for we've won, and we've won. You'll soon be going your way, I will soon be going mine. It's over but the shouting. So hear the cheer for lang syne. Over hill, the dale, we have hit the dusty trail, and our caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, on a march and right about, and the caissons go rolling along. Let it high, high, in the artillery, shout out your numbers out in song. Wherever you go, you will always know that the caissons are rolling along. Keep 'em rolling, and those caissons go rolling along. The dreadnought came to sea at the bottom of the sea, for there was a mine in the army line that sank the whole navy. When the army puts on steam, to the nearly it will seem that the cadet Gray has the right of way o'er every navy team. High, high, in the field artillery, shout out your numbers on and strong. 3, 4. Where you go, you will always know that the caissons go rolling along.
And now, ladies and gentlemen...
Oh, Mr. Mayor.
Oh, hello, Snooks.
What are all these people here?
Why, we're having a Christmas party.
Is Santa Claus here?
No, but he's here in spirit.
Oh. Why?
Because he couldn't be here in person.
I know why he ain't here.
Do you, Snooks?
Yeah. I just saw him on a corner ringing a bell.
Now, run along, Snooks, like a good little girl.
Tell me a story, Mr. Mayor.
I'm sorry, dear, but I'm busy right now. Some other time.
Ah! I want to hear a story.
All right. I'll tell you a story. Snooks, the story of Rosalie is one of the most romantic stories for a musical show I've ever heard. It has to do with a beautiful young girl in college at Vassar. She falls in love with a handsome young man from West Point who has to follow her all the way to Romanza. And after many exciting experiences, they finally are married. Isn't that a nice story?
Yes, tell it to me.
I just told it to you.
Did you?
Of course, you weren't listening.
Yes, I was.
Well, what did I say?
I don't know.
Now, run along, Snooks.
Mr. Mayor,
What?
who's Santa Claus?
Oh, Santa Claus is Kris Kringle.
I thought he was Santa Claus.
Well, he is.
Well, you just said he was Kris Kringle.
That's right, and he's also known as St. Nicholas.
Do you feel all right, Mr. Mayor?
Why, yes. You see, Santa Claus has 3 names.
Have you got 3 names?
No.
Yes, you have. Let's all go with that.
Jimmy, will you take this child away and get her a lollipop?